This is Epic Book Recaps, a podcast that offers complimentary audio summaries of influential nonfiction books, making learning a smarter experience. How to Become a People Magnet by Marc Reklau. Here's a simple question. What does success mean to you? Is it wealth, a fulfilling romantic relationship, or an impressive job title? These goals may seem different, but there's one tool that can help you achieve them all: other people. This may be unwelcome news for introverts, but there's no denying the fact. When you meet successful people, they always talk about their network. Most likely they will try to get to know you and give you their contact information. If the prospect of success isn't your only social motivator, here's the real game changer. People who maintain good relationships tend to live longer. Success depends not only on what you know, but also on who you know. Now it's time to learn how to do this naturally. Don't worry, this overview isn't meant to pressure you to please or manipulate others. Instead, we'll highlight the most practical advice from Marc Reklau's 62 tips, which will help you improve your social skills and will definitely be a nice bonus. Let's get started. What if you want to become an expert in something? Well, study. Therefore, to become a true master of communication, you need to study people and understand their motivations. The task is simple because most people are interested in only one thing: themselves. Because when we approach another person, unconsciously or consciously, we ask ourselves, that's not a bad thing. It's human nature, always seeking interest in everything and everyone around him. Don't hold back. For your own good, lead them towards the life you've always wanted. Based on this simple truth, here are some practical steps you can take to draw people closer to you. Avoid I and focus on you. Get people to talk about themselves. Ask them about their interests, their work, and their personal lives. Show genuine interest in what they have to say. Make them feel special. Give them a sincere compliment or comment to show them how impressed you are. Use your own name often in conversation. People love to be called by their name, and the more you do this, the better. Laugh a lot. Smile at people, especially when you meet them for the first time. This will leave a positive impression and they will be grateful for it. Treat yourself with kindness and pride. People pay attention to how you perceive yourself. If you are constantly anxious and insecure, others will notice and treat you accordingly. Accept, appreciate. You don't have to be perfect, and neither do other people. So accept your imperfections as part of your humanity. Show that you approve of their actions and qualities. Let others know how much you value them. Did you know? How you treat a waiter at a restaurant can tell you a lot about a person. If the way they speak is condescending, it may indicate a lack of sincerity and empathy. Everyone wants to hear yes, and some people are very good at persuading others. Think of salespeople as an example. They will sell anything to anyone and will convince even the most skeptical people that what they're buying is worth every penny. If you want to reach this level, here are a few things to keep in mind. Give people reasons to say yes. List the benefits they'll receive if they accept your offer. Remember, people are primarily interested in themselves and how they can improve their lives. Get people to say yes. Before your leading question, ask other questions that can only be answered with yes. Good examples are, do you want to live a happy life? Or do you want to be successful here? After people have a yes attitude, they are more likely to agree to the next thing. Make sure the other person says yes. Your inner confidence puts you in a positive mood and helps you achieve the results you want. Get people to choose between two yes answers, rephrasing the question so that it is inevitably a yes. For example, instead of asking, do you want to do this? You can ask, do you want to do it today or tomorrow? This question assumes that the other person will agree, increasing the likelihood of it happening. Belief is not just about achieving your own goals, but also about achieving shared success. Of course, to get yes from others, you also need an impeccable reputation. It's important to always keep your promises and never lie. If you say you'll do something, don't hesitate to follow through. Everyone will see you as a trustworthy and dedicated person, and you'll earn their respect and admiration. Ultimately, it will open the door to new opportunities that you may have missed before. If you always see the glass as half empty, now is the time to change your perspective to a more positive one. Pessimists and realists may disagree, but how can you always stay optimistic? Well, if you want to be a people magnet or someone people will be drawn to, you can. People like to be around optimistic people. They want people who lift their spirits, motivate them, and empower them. Pessimists encounter failure and start crying out, "Why me?" While optimists see an opportunity to grow and learn from mistakes. Describe everything around you in a positive way, and you will instantly become more attractive to others. Bad things can happen, but try not to share them publicly. Find a close friend or therapist to provide emotional support. Most people don't care about your misfortune. Some may even be happy about it, so don't take everything personally. Only you know who you are. Don't let sarcastic or aggressive comments affect your self-esteem. To protect yourself from further suffering, surround yourself with supportive, positive people who make you feel more confident and secure. Another trait that sets you apart is your empathy. It's easy to judge others. It's much harder to put yourself in their shoes and understand why people behave the way they do. Gain a different perspective on the world and watch how your communication with others changes for the better. Everyone you meet is fighting their own battles, and we know nothing about them. Remember, don't jump to conclusions or make assumptions about people. If you have a problem with someone's behavior, talk about it. If she ignores you or bites you, there's probably a reason for her behavior. Simply asking can save you from rumination, fear, and rushed thoughts. No one can read your mind, so strive to communicate clearly and directly. Charm is very useful in the workplace, especially in leadership positions. This charisma should start with recognition and praise. The more you show this to your subordinates, the more motivated they will be to achieve excellent results. Statistics prove this. When managers encourage and praise, their team's productivity increases by up to 31%. However, praise should not be general. Focus on the person's actions and achievements, not on their personality. "You're a great person" is nice, but it's not enough. "Your last presentation was excellent." This is specific and shows your accomplishments. Great leaders not only recognize potential, but also harness it with the right words. Another way to motivate colleagues and subordinates is to take advantage of the Pygmalion effect. This term describes the power that expectations have on people. Here's how it works. The higher your expectations of your subordinates, the better they will perform, and vice versa. It's not enough to expect others to perform better. To truly influence people, you must lead by example. Do you want people to show up on time? Show up on time. Do you want people to be sociable? Build relationships with others. Do you want others to have a strong work ethic? Then, if you practice what you preach, people will follow your example. Being in a leadership position means you have to delegate tasks and give orders, which isn't the most fun part of the job because most people don't like being told what to do. Here's the ultimate life hack. When asking someone for something, don't be direct. Ask instead, "What do you think about this option?" "Do you think this one is better?" Why not try these? Rephrasing your requests into questions can work wonders for you and your team. Your colleagues and subordinates will be more collaborative and open to feedback, and your actions will show how much you value their contributions and ideas. There's a proven way to sour relationships with people: criticizing them. For most people, criticism is a hard pill to swallow. It creates bitterness and resentment. If you can avoid them at all costs. Otherwise, if criticism is necessary, take a deep breath first. Is it worth sending a passive-aggressive email to a colleague who ruined your project? Instead, wait until morning to let your anger calm down. The idea that criticism makes something better is old and outdated. If you're a manager and criticism is unavoidable, here's some advice. Never criticize someone in public. It's better to have the conversation privately so you can save face for your employees. Instead, praise them publicly and show your appreciation. Don't criticize the person, criticize their behavior. Don't make them feel like there's something personally wrong with them. Just point out a mistake in their work. Suggest a solution to the problem. This is a practical way to mitigate criticism and resolve the issue. Be mindful of your body language. Think about how people would react if you conveyed criticism with your arms crossed, brow furrowed, and an angry voice. Instead, maintain an open posture, maintain eye contact, and stay calm. Avoid using but. Imagine this statement: "You are a great professional, but your last project was a disaster." As soon as people say but, it disappears. Don't demand or threaten people to be cooperative. Gently suggest that you want them to learn from their past mistakes. Tell people about your mistakes and how you dealt with them. This approach shows that no one is perfect and that mistakes are just stepping stones to success. Make sure your feedback is designed to help you grow and improve, not just criticize. Here's a well-known fact: you can't win everyone in the world. This is unfortunate but true. No matter how friendly and charming you are, sometimes there will be people who just don't like you for no reason. This isn't the end of the world. Your goal should be to build and strengthen relationships with people whose values align with yours. Choose people who encourage you, appreciate you, make you laugh and comfort you, and of course, do the same for them. Try this. Write a thank you letter and deliver it in person. Show the people in your life that you care. Use statistics and quotes from famous people to make what you say more credible. Don't talk, act. Always keep your words and promises with your actions.